think the worst case scenario that we plan for is a major earthquake, something like a subduction zone earthquake that could be very devastating, not just to the city of Seattle, but all of the communities around us, really presenting a situation where we would be isolated from the rest of the world, and we would have to be self-reliant and take care of ourselves before that we could expect any help from the outside. When we had a situation like a major earthquake, we would have to expect that the lines of communication, the telephone and TV, as well as transportation, would be severely disrupted, and communities, neighborhoods would have to really rely on being able to take care of themselves. They have to be self-reliant as far as their supplies, their ability to rescue one another, suppress fires, provide food, shelter, and first aid. There would not be the ability to call and expect a response from 911. Our normal service that we get from the city wouldn't be there. We'd really have to be able to operate off the grid. We'd have to be able to operate self-reliant and provide all those things that we take for granted every day. So we'd have to have enough food, enough water, and have our own ability to provide shelter. But we're expecting that cell phones would be disrupted by a major event for a couple of main reasons. One is they could be knocked off the air just because of the shaking and being disconnected from their networks. The other thing is power. But even if they were still working, everybody is going to want to use those systems. Like if you remember when the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, we had a big parade downtown in Seattle, and everybody got on their cell phones and was streaming videos, and there wasn't enough capacity in the system. Well, can you imagine what would happen if we had a major earthquake and a few of our cell towers were working? Well, those would soon be overloaded, and we would have what's called a denial of services. There's more requests than there is capacity to carry it. So either they would be, your cell phone would probably not be able to operate, you wouldn't be able to reach out to 911, and you couldn't tell your friends and neighbors that you were okay. I think Seattle has for years known about the threat and the likelihood of an earthquake, and has taken it seriously and has done a lot of grassroots participation and planning. But frankly, not all of the community is checked in. There's some good examples. Like here today, you'll see folks from the community hubs. They've taken it quite seriously, and they've gone out and educated their neighbors and friends and have built up this resiliency program and shared it with their neighbors so that they can be self-reliant. But there's an extensive part of the city which really hasn't internalized it yet.
Having some good talks with folks. It was a fun time, and hopefully can do it next year. Maybe